25, write in simplest radical form. So we have this times this. Now, just like if I have x squared times x to the third, I know this is xx, x to the third is xxx. This will be x to the fifth. We realize that we can add the exponents to get what the answer will be. So what we have to do here is we need to add these exponents. So we have to add 3/4 and 2/3. Well, to add fractions, you got to get a common denominator, a number they both can go into, which in this case happens to be 12. What did I do to this 3 right here to get the 12? I multiplied by 4, so I have to multiply the top by 4. So it gives me 8/12. 2/3 is the same as 8/12. 3/4, well, what did you multiply the 4 by to get 12? 3, so multiply top by 3, I get 9/12. So it's 17/12. So this is x to the 17/12, but it needs to be in radical form. In other words, we want our little radical house. So remember, this is the end number, and the 12 will be in the index. Now, please note, you have 17 x's. It only takes 12 to come out. You have enough to bring some out. You have enough to bring one out, and how many were left behind? Well, if you have brought 12 out and there were 17 on the inside, you have 5 left on the inside. So the final answer is this right here. X on the outside, 12th root, and then it's x to the fifth on the inside. That's how it needs to be written. Okay, here, same thing. If we rewrite this, then we need to rewrite this. So this is x to the 2/5 times x. Remember, there's a 2 right there. So it's 4/2, so it's just an x squared, or 2/1 if we like. That's perfectly fine. We can leave it that way. 2/1. So I need to get 2/5 and add it, like we talked about in the last problem, to 2/1. What's going to be our common denominator? Well, that's pretty easy, just a 5. Multiply the 1 by 5, the top by 5. 2/1 is the same as 10/5. Multiply by 1, same as just staying the same, 2/5. Add them together, it's going to give you 12/5. So this is x to the 12/5, but we have to put it in this form. X, the top number is your n, the bottom number is your index on the outside there. So I have x to the 12. You could write out 12 x's, or you could say, hey, I have enough for 5, another enough for 5, and then there's going to be 2 left behind. Those come out, those come out. You'll be left with x squared outside, 5th root, x squared on the inside. And that would be your final answer.